right, well, I don't know if you can see him that well, but that is Mr. Goose protecting the pond. He is not letting anybody hang out in this pond, while Mrs. Goose is out there in the island somewhere sitting on some eggs. So I'd say in a week or so we might have some babies running around. But we are going to let him alone, not bother him. I'm coming out to walk the property and go over my next video that I want to make. And it's basically, these are books that I've won through giveaways online. 4 of these books are for my Kindle, and the first one is called Pipeliner, and I apologize if I say this last name wrong, but it's by Sean Harcha. It says it's a coming-of-age love story and a comical timestamp of early 1990s. So I have a feeling I may actually enjoy this, even though there's a hint of romance. Let's say I graduated in 91, so you know these are the times that I remember mostly. So I'll be curious to see what they have to say on this. The next book that I won is called You've Got the Map Backwards. And this is, again, I'm going to apologize because I'm probably going to butcher this guy's last name as well. But it's written by Brian Usobiag. When I did a little research on this one, I see that this is, I believe, his first novel because I can't find anything on this guy. So I'll be curious to see what I think of this. This is the kind of stuff I really like, is reading people who are just starting out. This says it's about 2 girls who are friends, and it's a coming of age between the 2 of them. And let's see, the third book that I won for my Kindle is The Infinite Directive, and this is by John Akers. And this, unfortunately, is a book 2 of 2, and it's a sci-fi. Looks pretty good. Didn't really get into it because this does look like it's something I need to read book 1, so I may get on and see if this is on Kindle Unlimited or if I can find book 1 before I try to read this one. So this was one of those times where I probably shouldn't have entered the contest. The very first book that I won is called The Red Gambit, and this is by Luke Mitchell. And lucky for me, this is book 1 of 4. It's a sci-fi. It's the In the Harvest series. And what I gathered from reading this one is about our hero fighting off invaders. I guess they're invading his homeland, whatever that is. I don't know if it's our world or a different world or what, but they're being invaded, and he's fighting them off. And it did say something to the effect that he is a snarky character. So I probably will enjoy this. 1, being that it's a sci-fi, and 2, who doesn't love a snarky character? So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a good one. So as far as physical books go, I think I won 4, maybe 5. I don't know. We'll count them off as I go. The first one here is Ash Dark as Night, and this is by Gary Phillips. This is a book 2 in a Harry Ingram mystery series, but it does look like I can read this as a standalone, so that's probably what I'm going to do with this, because I really do want to read this book. From what I gather, it's in Los Angeles during the 60s, and there's a photographer who is also a private eye. I guess they said maybe like a part-time private eye, and he captures on his camera an unarmed black man being shot by the police. And he basically, the cameraman I should say, ends up waking up in the hospital and his camera's gone. So it's a mystery, and clearly it goes off of what I just talked about. So that one actually sounds pretty good as well. So I look forward to that. So the second one is Rake Fall, and I'm not even going to pretend that I can say this name. So you can see it. This is a sci-fi, and what I gathered from this is it's about 2 souls that are bound together. It says from here until the end of time. So I think, but I'm not 100% sure, it's almost like these people are reincarnated, but their souls keep coming back. I think that's the gist of this. Not 100% sure. Book 3 is the Malachi Covenant, and this is by D. Kelly Jr., and this is a mystery thriller. And I guess the gist of this is a St. Nicholas relic, which is said to have healing powers, is stolen. So I guess the story is based off of that, where there's a mystery and a thrilling mystery at that, trying to relocate this relic. Another one that I won, book 3, which my wife picked on me for, because again, I was just picking anything at random when I was doing this originally. And it's my favorite, a romance. I guess it's book 2. It's a sequel. So the name of it is Past, Present, Future. It's by Rachel Lynn Solomon, and it's the sequel to Today, Tonight, Tomorrow. So anybody out there read the first one, let me know. I'm going to read this as a standalone. Even though my wife doesn't think I'm going to read it, I'm going to read it just because I want it. Prove her wrong, man. It's going to be a good book. I know it is. All right. Well, I guess that makes 4. I guess I won 4 hard copies and 4 Kindle versions. So in the last 2 to 3 months, I've won 8 books. So I've got a lot of reading to do. I remember when I did my newbie tag there, and one of the questions was, what does your library look like, physical library look like? And I basically said it was non-existent, but I was looking at it today, and I've probably got, between books I've been given, books I've won, books I'm trading in for the little free library, I've probably got almost 40 books at this point. And I really haven't read any of them, so I really need to start reading some of these books, or I'm going to be like everybody else that's doing this read what you own challenge, or put yourself on some type of ban, read 100 books before you can buy another book. I really don't want to get to that point, but I also don't want to become this hoarder. I want more books, but I'm not reading the ones I have. I need to stop hitting the library. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. I got to piece this together. I had to do this in 2 parts. I couldn't talk and walk at the same time because there was just too many dry leaves. It was awful sounding. And I tried this another time sitting by the dock, and that didn't go so well. So this is like my 3rd time trying to do this, and I just want to make a quick, simple video, and it's just not being quick, and it's not being simple. Such is the life. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up, and I will talk at you all later, okay? All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.